Deep in the Atlas Mountains, where peaks are shrouded in mist and villages sleep upon the slopes of oblivion, there are stories that are only told in whispers. There in the forgotten village of Titsi, the night was not merely the absence of the sun. It was a veil drawn over another world that we cannot see. Our story begins on a cold lunar night when a window in Haj Mansour's house creaked open and a strange wind entered. It wasn't just cold. It carried a sound that resembled a calling. At that very moment, young Yasin disappeared. When his father rushed out into the darkness, he found nothing in the dust but a single small footprint, fading before his eyes. He left behind no signs of a struggle, only a hollow silence, as if the earth itself was intentionally swallowing his existence. This was not a mere disappearance. Between the tears of a mother whose confusion turned to stone, a heavy darkness settled over the village. Then the platform panic began. Phones ignited with strange notifications, blurred images and hashtags, screaming words the elders could not understand. An ancient dust-covered book is now being opened to read the spells of a bygone era, seeking answers buried in time. The ultimate question remains, did humans take him, or did the mountain decide to reclaim its trust? It began in the quiet village of Titsi, a place cradled by the Atlas Mountains, far from the echoes of the modern world. Here life follows the rhythm of the seasons, simple, predictable, and guarded by ancient traditions. But this silence was shattered in an instant, a moment where the dream eluded reality, and Rayan disappeared. The mother called out, but the mountain only answered with an echo. Had the search in the alleys returned only mirages? He left nothing behind but a small shoe, and footsteps that suddenly stopped at the edge of oblivion. Then as someone remembered that old pit, everyone flocked toward the well, preceded by fear and followed by shock. They called out, and everyone stood silent, and from the dark depths came the sound, the cry of Rayan. At that moment, they were no longer searching for a missing person. They found him. But they found him in the heart of the abyss. The tranquil village transforms into a global beehive. Giant searchlights are seen piercing the darkness of the Atlas night. The sound of Royal Gendarmerie helicopters hovers in the sky, and convoys of ambulances and civil protection vehicles line up in the narrow alleys. Engineers gather around the well's opening. They discover the bitter truth. The well's diameter does not exceed 25 centimeters, and it narrows the further down it goes. Attempts to lower volunteers fail one after another due to the tight space and suffocation. Rayan is trapped at a depth of 32 meters. A small camera tied to a rope is lowered. The screen reveals Rayan, his face smeared with dust. Breathing with difficulty, an oxygen tube is extended, and bottles of milk and water are lowered down. But Rayan barely moves. The entire world watches that small screen with hearts at a standstill. The difficult decision is made. Vertical digging is impossible due to the risk of collapse. The only solution is to drill a massive parallel shaft next to the original well. 5 giant excavators begin tearing through the mountain's rock. Dust fills the air and the noise is deafening. The folk hero Ami Ali, an expert in manual well drilling, steps forward. When the machinery stops for fear of the fragile soil collapsing, he and his team advance to dig with their bare hands and simple tools. Hours of grueling manual labor pass under the intense pressure of the mountain, potentially collapsing over their heads. After reaching a vertical depth of 32 meters, the most difficult part begins, digging a 3-meter horizontal tunnel to reach Rayan. Every centimeter is excavated with extreme caution. Engineers monitor sensors, as any vibration could mean the end of everything. All machinery is brought to a standstill. An absolute silence envelops the mountain and the thousands in attendance. A specialized medical team enters the horizontal tunnel. The ambulance is fully equipped, and the helicopter is fueled and running. The minutes pass as if they were years. Lights move inside the tunnel. The medical team emerges carrying a small body wrapped in a golden blanket. Cries of Allahu Akbar shake the ground, as tears of joy mingle with tears of anxiety. Rayan is rushed with lightning speed to the ambulance. After moments of global hope, the official statement is released. Rayan passed away before reaching the hospital. The joy turns into universal mourning. Rayan did not emerge from the well into his mother's arms. Instead, he ascended to the heavens, leaving behind a lesson in human unity. Thousands attend the funeral of the little boy in the village cemetery. Rayan is no longer just the son of Tizi. He has become the son of the world. The well was filled and the abyss was closed, but the wound Rayan left in the heart of the mountain became a window through which the world glimpsed its own humanity. Rayan was not just a child who fell into a well. He was a heavenly message, reminding us that despite our different languages,
if you enjoy real mysteries like this, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next story. Also, if you know an unexplained case or a strange disappearance you want to see here, write it below. Your suggestion might be the next